What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time dropping in, Tommy Kentner here, and we got
Roberto from River Media. Today we're out here at Tommy's shop, and we're gonna do another little podcast. Just kind of fill you guys into a few different topics. Today we're gonna be talking about the new WRX.
Yep. Yeah. Never. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the WRX, but I've never owned one. And then Adam got one this year, so for us to, well, because it's not your only option, there is no STI. But I've had the privilege to drive it around for 3-4 months, put some miles on it, see how it lives, and it's really not bad. We've done some modifications to it and took it from just an ant car to it's actually a really good daily, and it gets really good gas mileage. Some of the radio, I don't know what package he's got, but the radio it's hit or miss if it connects to your phone.
Right. That's just text stuff. That's
yeah,
not mechanical.
but not. I mean, like I said, that's the only little quirks that I kind of got out of it. That it's a 50-50 shot if your phone's going to connect to it or not.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think what people first of all hate on it, like they hate on every Subaru before it,
and then they love it.
It's so funny because I've had a V8 since they came out,
right?
And I mean, there's even like a group that's like, oh shit, that V8 owners say, which is kind of funny, but now all of a sudden the VA is acceptable, and the VB, I guess that's what it is.
Yep, VB.
People are, talking crap about it. I think every year Subarus get a little bit better and a little bit better, and people just kind of get stuck on their own ways and never want to accept it. But me personally, I had a really good experience with my Fa20. I think that was a great motor. I used to beat that motor really hard, and it survived. I don't think a stock EJ would have handled that. There's no way. And I kind of did like a lot of things. I was like the first to do a lot of things on that FA, which kind of led me to believe the Fa24 was going to be that much better, having the extra little bit of displacement in. And I think it was. I mean, it's kind of proving itself. What are those numbers Prime got?
Prime got 445 out of one with I think it had a Cobb and a JB4 on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, think about that. That's
pretty,
like upgraded turbo level of an EJ, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, even like if you had like every single bolt-on NE85, you're probably not touching that number.
Yeah, like 400 on it, and I mean it's that's what people need to realize. It's 400 for like a split second. Like on an EJ, it's only going to make it at, I would roughly say like 4,500, and then it's just going to fall.
Right.
Like where a direct injected motor does not need a lot of displacement to make a lot of power. You can run them leaner.
That naturally because of the
Compression.
Technicality of the direct injected, it's not apples to apples, but you're already like at a 1,000 cc injector, something like that. At least that's how it was with the FAs. Fa20. Yeah. So you pretty much would have to upgrade your injectors from the get-go with an EJ, even just to be able to have that fueling.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, for a car that you just pretty much literally put bolt-ons on and don't have to touch anything else. I mean, it's a really good platform. I mean, my wife's 18 Forester.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we modded it at 4,000 miles on it, and she's got like 120 or somewhere over 100,000 miles on it. Oil change, and plugs, walnut blasting. That's the only thing we've done to it.
And I think also that's another area where the FA series, like where there's the WRX, the Forester, or now the new WRX with Fa24, really shine like as a daily driver, like as a car you can just put your key in, put gas in it, and go drive it. You don't have to worry about these specs and this that, and like you just can kind of enjoy it and not really worry about it so much. In the miles per gallon, because realistically, like the car you're going to be driving the most is the car that you are not worried that much about the miles per gallon.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we all have kind of like our toys that we drive in the weekend, and that's fine. But if you want to take a car like all the time, like you're enjoying it way more.
Right.
Than like if it had an extra 100 horsepower.
Yeah,
you know?
because I mean, heck, it's like you buy like especially you buy a not super nice car, and well, let's be honest, nobody cares about like your super nice car. And if you try to drive it a lot, you get door dings. Where other people don't care. So then you gotta buy a car that you don't that it's a premium price that gives you a good daily, which kind of we all know how that goes.
And once again, I just think that's kind of where the WRX really shines. It's like if you see it on the street, unless you're a Subaru guy, you just think like it's a Camry or something like that. Like you wouldn't even think twice about it.
I mean, it looks better than the Camry.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's you're not thinking about it. Oh, like somebody's gonna rob my car. Somebody's gonna like do this to that. Like because like sadly there are people out there who are haters that like if they see you have a nice car, they'll go key it or hit like a shopping cart on the bumper or something like that. And it's just something that you kind of have to constantly worry about. If it's your daily, once again, like if it's a weekend car, you kind of take precautions so you're not kind of doing those sort of things. And then you just really worry about like rock chips from the road or something like that, like nothing serious.
Yeah. Because that I mean that's probably like one of the worst things. Like it's just the anxiety of somebody like damaging your car that you like put a lot of work into, work a lot of hours to get, and somebody comes out of nowhere.
Right. It sucks. It's the worst feeling.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean like that car. Honestly, it's just such a comfortable level of car where it like the suspension's soft, the steering is soft.
Yep.
Like even like changing gears, like there's like a lot of like in between where I feel like it would be a great car to like actually learn to drive a manual because like you have so much like leadway where a car that like you have a bunch of mods for the shifter, all that kind of stuff, you really kind of have to know where it's at, know.
And I mean the clutch. I mean, and nobody talks about the clutch.
The clutch is very soft, really nice.
Yeah, like you said, I think it would be a really good car to learn manual on because it is so nice. And with the 2.4 liter, you get a little bit more bottom end that helps the car take off instead of like a 2 liter where you'd have a little bit more clutch play.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like I said, and I've never owned a WRX. I've tuned thousands, so I mean I drove thousands, but really didn't like that 2 liter on the EJ. After you really modded it and made some good power, then it comes alive, and they really shined up top. But I think the direct injected 2 liter and 2.4 liters just really do good, and you can't beat a car that makes 400 horsepower and gets 33 miles to the gallon.
That would be the car I'd be driving every day. It's just that's a no-brainer. That's borderline. I mean, maybe not the brand new Prius, but like maybe like an older Prius, mileage that they used to get, and you get like 4 times the power. So
I mean, and you don't have to drive a Prius. Let's be honest.
Right. I drove a Prius, motherfucker. No, I'll cut that out. But. Hey man, we went to Cincinnati and back for $50. You cannot hate on that.
I'd pay twice to go on the WRX.
Oh man, we'll cut that out.
No, I'll leave it.
What else?
But guys, I will say, like I said, the WRX is probably, I would say it's a premium car. I like the looks out of the gate, just because I like the Crosstrek, and my wife had a Crosstrek and really liked that car. So the over fenders don't bother me, but there is companies that's like painting them. I think they do look really good painted, and those guys are doing a good job. They have I can't think of the name. It's like Aerodynamics or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's them. They've done like multiple things to kind of make it look a little bit nicer.
And it like their car is. I mean, it really looks good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And I like the new platform, and like I said, new stuff's always something to figure out, and I like to see what everybody's going to do with it and kind of make it their own. And that's where I think that's the best for the car. Subaru gives you this platform, when you it's your canvas, you do what you want to for it,
Mhm.
and heck, they even gave you more of a challenge since you said it's ugly. Make it pretty, guys.
Yeah. But I feel like that's a good place to end this
Yeah.
podcast. Talked about it. We both like it.
Yeah.
We both driven it, and I mean
I think
Tommy's
it's-
driven a modified one, which once again he's only done like 4 mods to it, and like it's
Yeah.
already like pretty quick.
Yeah,
And
and then we got more mods coming for it on the channel, which
Right.
that actually be like in installs and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
make sure y'all subscribe for that. But and we got like a lot more coming for that car because, like I said, we kind of just buy the car, modify it with our dime, and then like offer that to customers.
right.
So stay tuned for that, guys. And like I said, if you like these videos, please drop a comment below, and heck, tell us what your thoughts is on the 22 WRX.
For sure.
Drop topics that you would like us to discuss, and we're going to try to have people on here with us. You know, bring some people in, get their thoughts too. So, like I said, drop some comments below. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.